magento to pwa, and today I'm going to explain you how to create review form in pwa. If you check in your local, you will be not having this review form. You have to create that customly and give a graphic QL and send it to magento database. So if you feel this video is useful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and share this video if anyone is really useful. So in the previous video, I've just shown you how to get the reviews from the Magento. So I'll share in this video. I'll just tell you how to create a form and send the data to database, Magento database. So you can just review that once. I'm giving the name Rahul and something nice and product reviews very good. So I'm just submitting it. So you'll be getting an alert. Thank you for submitting your form. After clicking the form, then your review is submitted successfully. So let's go to the Magento and open the marketing and check the pending reviews. So you'll be having see the nickname is Rahul and the review. So I'm just going and approving it, upload the and just send it. So just upload the review of the certain product. So I'm again going to the PWS studio and refresh the page and you can see it. Rahul, yeah, summary is nice, text is good product. So now we are doing the encoding part. So I'll just show you. We'll be having the GitHub link. So never forget to go to the branch called master, not main. Go to the master, and here the composer and reviews. So these and all this content was the previous things what I've shown you. It will be there for the future updates and your requirements. I'm just keeping it and see here. I have just opened the PWA my Magento. So this is the review content. So this is the reviews. How did I get in the previous video? If you did not watch the previous video, please go and check it and then come here. Otherwise, it will be very confusing. So that review is the part one, and it will be the part two. So it will be the from this code. I'm just extending the code, same code. So what I have done is I have created a form in this review form.js and I've just imported it in this review.json code. So in this review.json, I have just imported my form. My form is nothing but here the const name. So I've just imported there. So from here, I have just called my form at the bottom where I have just written the related products. Up of this, I have just uh, called it my form. So it's nothing but here they are related products. These products are related products and items. So under this, I have just called the form upon that. So these are related products, right? These product reviews. So from here, this is going to get triggered. So upon that, I have just created the form called the my form. So all the these fields are there in reviews form. Let's go there. So my form is the name of the const name and the const name was present in reviews form. So here is the reviews form. Just open the reviews form and here I've just import the react and the form information form from informed. So these are fields, these for text input and this is the format message what we needed and for the buttons and for the styles and the use form data. So this is the the backend code. It's not like backend. It's just the writing the functionality to send to the GraphQL. So just this form in this the form is there. So before telling that, when you are just submitting the review here, when you are just submitting it, it will just load to the SKU what is the product. So this is the product. This product has certain SKU, right? So to through this SKU, the form submission goes to database without product SKU. So there is no chance you'll be getting many errors there. So that what I have done is in the reviews. So here the content is directly loading. So here we are directly getting the SKU through the local interceptor. In the previous video I also shown you to the reviews. So from here we are getting the product details. From the product details we are just importing the product SKU here. So from here we are getting all the product details. So we are getting SKU here. If you want to create another way, if you want to directly go to targets and local interceptor, if you want to create another other content like this, and you can call the form there itself. So I'm just doing in this way. You can follow your own way if you can do. So I'm just continuing the process. So this is the review form. So in this review form, I have just told you I'm just getting the SKU there. So for the SKU, to get the SKU to the next file, you have to just write the word SKU or declare a variable name and call it here. So then the SKU will directly go there. The prot SKU is nothing but here you have prot SKU, right? So I just created a variable name and just called it here. So this prot SKU. So this prot SKU I've just called it here and created a variable name. So this will be there in my form. Just go to my form. My form is nothing but my form is present in reviews form. So in this content, I have just explained you till here where we have imported. So this is a little bit clumsy. You may get confused. Directly, I'll go to the return, and this is the for the submit button. So you have submit. This is the content. So default message is nothing but the message what should be shown in the front end. Here the submit button is there. So this is the code for the submit button. So I'm just writing the form here. So I have to declare this my form, the name which you are contenting, which you want to be there. So on submit should be handling submit on submit and submit used in React. Here also we are following the same way. So through this handle submit, we are going to submit the data. So here is the field. So here this field so that we have imported. So this field is nothing but so we are just creating the class name called button and ID is the nickname and the label of that. So default message is nickname. So this nickname what you see here. So this nickname and text input. How the text input should be there. So I've given the ID, text name, and the field myform.nickname. See the myform is nothing but the ID what you have been created for the. See here you have created the ID for it, so that should be called. Make sure that the field name and ID should be same. Please make sure that otherwise we'll be feeling. I mean, you'll be facing the other issues. Not now, for now, and for the later things. So my form we are just declaring the ID name as my form, and these are nickname. So like that I'm giving three names. Sorry, this is summary. You can just change it, or if you keep it, not an issue. You will not get any. Just copy it. You can just change it. Otherwise, which are wish to keep or not. So one field is nickname. In the same way, you have the other field summary. Another field is review. So this is the way how to get the fields. And the next content is text input type hidden. I'm just setting the SKU. You can no need to see the SKU. So I'm just setting it, and ID SKU field is SKU. So this SKU is just called up. You can see here through cons we are just getting it, through prompts we are just getting it, cons product SKU. So that was called in use form, and through this it's go to the current props. Actually, I think there is a little bit of confusion. Let's try to understand. So when the class name is there, here the button is there. I'm just giving the class name for submitting the button. So here when you hit on the submit button, on submit it goes to handle submit. Where the handle submit is there, here in const handle submit, it's directly going to the talent drops. Sorry, this is not the way I have to tell you. Uh, what the thing is, here the handle submit gets starts handle submit. On submitting it, handle submit will get triggered. First thing here, this handle submit was called in the other file called backend review form. And this is the backend content what we write. This is the functionality. So here, what the nickname you have written. So here is the nickname. So this is the field name. This field name will be connecting to backend, right? So in this way, my form nickname has called in backend reviews form. See my form nickname, my form summary, show my form summary, and the field name, my form summary, my form summary, and my form reviews, my form reviews. So here is my form reviews. Through this content from these variables, these the SQ, and this will go to the GraphQL. So from there, again I'm getting the SKU content and creating the variable and sending it, getting the content SKU to this variable and sending it. So when the handle submit has been triggered here, this handle submit content will move on to talent drops, this talent drops, and this talent drops content will be displaying going to this talent drops content will send it to here, nothing but backend reviews. So this is the backend reviews from here. This functionality this is not actually backend, so I'm for the understanding purpose I'm just telling you. So here you are just returning the handling submit and the name, and submitting the name and nothing but here we are getting the handle submit content. So when the content has been returned, so I'm just returning it here, and this and we are just creating the file name. Actually we will do in magento, we'll just return there itself. So we are just returning it here, and as a reference we are just declaring it here. So the content we are just till submitting the form itself. So actually When I submit the form from here, I've just imported the review form submission GraphQL. So detail operations. So just go to the review form submission.js. Here in the review form.js, I've just written the GraphQL query. So this is the GraphQL query. Graphical query is I have written for myself. Like here you can see $SKU nickname summary text. All these names are written here. And I just give dollar. In the React we cannot declare that it's a dollar. So I've just cleared that variable name there and given it here in the dollar and call it here. So given it as a string, nickname summary text, and these things are there. So create product reviews, and in this SKU nickname summary, I've just called this here. This SKU nickname and summary here. So where did I get this GraphQL? You can just I'll show you from the I got it from Adobe. So this is Adobe content. So here is a GraphQL query written in Adobe, so that I have just used this query and send it to the database. So when the data has been sent to inside, so what I have written, see what is this name here, check it. I've created a where main const and put its states and defaultly I've just kept in false and just true, and when the data come inside I've just set it into true. I'll just call it here again the set name. So if there is any error, so it will show the error. Otherwise, if there is any no error, it directly goes inside. When it comes to true, the name gets true, and this name will be triggered here in the front end form. Here the name will be triggered 2000 drops. Again, I have created another variable declaration called success message. In this success message, I have given a user an arrow function and call this name. If the name is there, so return an alert. Thank you for submitting the data, and I'm just reloading the page. If the Windows.alert reload page is not there, if this one is not there, the data will be displaying there itself. I'll show you. So I'm just removing this content. So here the content is only returning the thank you for submitting the data. So I'm going to the front end, submitting very good, nice product, and then submitting it. So if you submit it, yeah, so thank you for submitting the form is displayed. When I click on OK, see here the content was here itself, so it's not going. Actually, okay, if you check it, the data in database will be getting the data here. And sorry, marketings and trending reviews. You can check the data. When you get to the marketing and checking the pending reviews. So here you got the review. The name of the customer is Hari, a nice product. So you got it. So here the thing is the content what is there, it's not going out of it. So that I'm just the reloading the page here. So I've given you. So in this way, page will be reloaded. I'm giving you again the name Rahul and something. I'm giving good product. So when I submit the data, I'll be getting an alert, and just the page will be reloading, and the user data will be storing in database, and from database we'll be getting fetching to marketing pending reviews. So directly it will go to database, and the actually functionality is there in magento that the reviews will be shown in the admin side. So here in the admin side you got the data, so you can just approve it. So it's pending, so approve it and save it. So the review has been approved, and you will be getting it. If you just reload the page, see here is again the content of the review. So here you have seen the name Rahul and good product. So in this way the content goes on. You can be having the get access. I'll be giving it in description. So thank you. That's all for today. Thank you.